Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Most Best Podcast. I'm your co-host for today's episode, Light, and here's our. Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Most Best Podcast. I'm your co-host, Light, and our host, Jack. Jack, what are we doing today?
So today, right, we decided we are going to talk about something that's been talked about several times on YouTube, right? But it's never been talked about as well as we're going to talk about it, right? And that is if 10 billion lions can beat every single Pokemon. And we're going to do this in a debate style format because Light and I don't agree on this topic. And before we get going, I would like to say that this is actually the topic, for those of you who were wondering, that made us decide to start a podcast. So there we are. There we go.
Yeah, some little behind the scenes there.
But now to start this off, like any debate should be started off, we need points of reference for both sides, right? So I would like you to give me your argument first, and also tell the audience where they are, like where you stand versus where I stand and everything like that.
So, I'm of the opinion that the Lions would win. I feel like 10 billion is just too big of a number. That I don't know how many Pokemon there are, probably like 2,000. That's not enough to beat 10 billion lions. It doesn't matter how many gods are in there. And I'm pretty sure you fall under the Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I just looked it up, and there are 1,500 Pokemon.
So not even 2,000.
No.
Some of them might be like gods or humongously strong beings like Mewtwo, but I mean,
my thing with, like, I guess the reason I'm kind of siding with the Pokemon, right, is I'm kind of like we did with the Han Solo and Indiana Jones debate that we had. We kind of need to set like boundaries. Like, first off, are they fighting on normal, like on the real world, or are we fighting in the Pokemon universe, right? And if so, what kind of rules do we have to decide who would actually win, right? Because I feel like the reason I side with Pokemon is I feel like even if it is 10 billion lions, right, that is a lot, right? That is actually 3 billion more people. That is 3 billion more than the amount of people we have on the earth, right?
exactly.
But my thing is, if Pokemon are able to use their abilities, right? They're able to use their abilities, everything like that. I don't see any point, like any way that the Lions would win, simply just based off of the abilities that Pokemon have. Because if we look at what
I have two letters for you. PP. You gotta think about that.
That's-
If Pokemon, how? Because in the Pokemon games, and I think maybe the anime too, they have like a certain amount of times they could use a specific attack until they gotta restart the Poke Center or use an Ether. So,
I'm not 100% sure if they do in the anime, because I cannot tell you how many times I've seen Ash tell Pikachu to spam Thunderbolt over and over and over and over and over again.
yeah.
But that's my thing. It's like, are we gonna go by game rules in the sense of, oh, you have PP, it's turn based, everything like that, or is it gonna be like a full on battle royale? There's no limits to what anybody can do, and everybody's being thrown at each other, right? Because I feel like if we go by game rules, we have to, one, take in PP to an effect. We have to take in leveling to an effect as well, because the higher level, the more HP you got. And we have to take in turn-based combat into effect, right? Which would mean a Pokemon would go, then a lion would go, then a Pokemon would go, unless
So
the Pokemon.
let's also consider this then. If we do go by turn based, in I think Pokemon X and Y, there are some wild encounters that you can stumble into that have up to 5 Pokemon versus your 1 Pokemon.
Is that so?
That is so. And there is
Right.
10 billion lions. There is a lot to choose from.
Well, see, and here's another thing I would like to ask too. When we say every Pokemon, are we gonna say like every single Pokemon? So, like for example, if it's like a 3-stage evolution, like Charizard, would it be Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, or would it just be the final evolution?
I don't think it would make too much of a difference because there's not enough Pokemon, but let's go for each stage of the evolution.
Okay, and it's only one of each one of them, right? It's not like multiple Charizard in there. It's just one of each type of Pokemon. So it would be one Charizard and that's it. No more Charizard after that. Okay.
Yeah, there's like one Caterpie just somewhere.
Just random Caterpie just on doing string shot over and over again. What if that's the case? And we're gonna go by that. What kind of move set would we give the Lions?
Bite. It's a dark attack. And then we also got Tackle, possibly Tail Whip, but no, probably Taunt.
So Bite, Scratch. I'm assuming Tackle.
Scratch. Let's scrap Tackle for Quick Attack.
Okay.
Scratch and I don't know, like Double Kick maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Double Kick would work. Because I feel like in order to kick, you have to be able to stand on 2 legs, and lions are quadrupeds.
So what's a quadruped?
It's a creature that walks on 4 legs.
Oh.
So, like, if you think about it, everybody who's pretty much ever had Double Kick in the Pokemon games has usually been a fighting type. It's a fighting type move. And it's never been a fighting type who didn't walk on 2 legs. Like, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, they can learn Double Kick. Halucha and Hariyama and Mamayama, I think is what their names are. They can learn Double Kick.
What about Nidoran and the other one? Like the first evolution. The first evolution of them.
Oh,
Cause I know
Nidoran and Nidoran?
Yeah. Because I know in like the later level evolutions of them, they like start to stand up.
Yeah.
But in the first stage, they're on their like.
Can they use
the quadruped phase?
Can they use Double Kick in their first phase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I would give lions Double Kick.
Which doesn't make sense, but yeah.
No, but as I'm saying, I didn't realize they could do it.
So could Pikachu.
Well, but Pikachu walks on 2 legs.
Oh, he does, and he runs on 4.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He can walk on 2 legs. He just decides to run on 4 because he's a weirdo. But if we're gonna do that, right? I'm assuming when it comes into typing, we're going to assume that lions are normal type.
Yeah.
Okay. That also being said, I'm assuming we're gonna take in weaknesses and stuff into effect when battling.
Does normal type have a weakness?
I'm about to look that up. I should probably know this. There's probably people watching this screaming at us.
I don't think it does.
Their only weakness is fighting.
Well, it's
However,
Double Kick.
However, normal type moves are not super effective against any typing in the game or in the Pokemon universe.
Not super effective, but they're
not super effective.
They're
meaning
not,
they just do
not very effective.
No, exactly. Meaning they'll do a base amount of damage no matter what Pokemon they're fighting against, but it'll never be more and never be less.
I mean, I feel like it depends mostly on the Pokemon's weak defense stat.
I'm actually gonna look up. Yeah, that's true.
Like, I feel like Mewtwo versus 100 Lions would be... That'd be a hard one for the Lions.
Personally, I think Mewtwo could take on like 10,000 Lions by himself, but that's just me.
But he lost to a Charizard.
Yeah, well, Charizard is built different, okay? So here's the thing. I just pulled up a chart of every weakness, resistance, and everything for all types. So normal type is strong against nothing. Okay? It's weak against rock, ghost, and steel, meaning those do more damage than the average like move would, but it's not super effective, right? Normal's also resistant to ghost, which makes kind of no sense if it's weak to ghost but also resists ghost at the same time. I don't know how that really works. But it's vulnerable to fighting, meaning that fighting will be super effective every single time, right? It's just like when you play a Pokemon game, how you have the effective moves, the super effective moves, and then the not very effective moves.
Yeah.
The effective would be rock, ghost, steel. Not very effective would be ghost. And then vulnerable. Yeah. And then super effective would be fighting. For fighting type Pokemon, they are strong against, meaning they are super effective against normal, rock, steel, ice, dark. They are weak against. Dang it! Excuse me. They are weak against flying, poison, psychic, bug, ghost, fairy. They resist rock, bug, dark. And then super effective against them are flying, psychic, and fairy. Okay, so it's one of the things is like, let me find dark, because we said that they could use bite, which is a dark type move. That would only be super effective against the ghost type and psychic type Pokemon, and would have absolutely no effect. And but. Oh wait, I read it wrong. I'm stupid. I'm bad. I'm really.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I confused myself. So I was wrong. I was confused on how ghost type are weak against ghost, but also resist ghost at the same time. Like, I was thinking that was the move. No. Normal type are not effective against rock, ghost, and steel. Okay. However, a normal type Pokemon resists all ghost type moves. That's what it is. So dark.
Well, we need a way for them to attack them then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Dark type Pokemon and moves are super effective against ghost type Pokemon and psychic type Pokemon. However, they have no effect on fighting dark fairy. Dark type Pokemon resist ghost, psychic, and dark. And then they're vulnerable to fighting bug and fairy.
Can fighting moves affect steel Pokemon? Steel type?
Let me find it. Fighting moves have no effect. Wait.
How do you attack them?
Fighting moves are super effective against steel.
Oh.
Fighting ground and fire are vulnerable to steel type. Wait. No, I read that wrong. They're vulnerable to. How does this? Yeah, no, I think I have it right. I think fighting ground and fire is super effective against steel. If I'm reading this chart correctly. If not, you can blame my dyslexia and leave it at that.
Okay. So I just pulled up the list of all the fighting type Pokemon, and for the most part, the Lions might be in trouble, but I don't think it's something they can't overcome. So we got the Scarlet Legendary, we got Zapdos, we have the Sword and Shield Pokemon. They're both fighting for some reason. We got a lot of legendaries. Oh my god. We got the dogs, the beasts, the legendary beasts. We got Lucario.
You know what? I'll read them out by name because it'll be easier. So we got Mankey, Primate, Poliwrath,
Yeah, there we go.
Machamp, Machamp, Farfetch'd, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Tauros, Combat Breed, Tauros, Blaze Breed, Tauros, Aqua Breed. We got Galarian, Zapdos, Mega Mewtwo, or I guess Mewtwo, but Mega Mewtwo X is technically the one that has fighting. Heracross.
Heracross.
Oh, Mega Heracross.
Mega Heracross.
Sneasel, Tyrogue, Hitmontop, Combuskin, Blaziken,
Mega Blaziken,
Breloom, Makuhita, Hariyama, Meditite, Medicham, Mega Medicham, Monferno, Monfernape, Lopunny, Riolu, Lucario, Mega Lucario, Crotonk, Toxicroak, Gallade, Mega Gallade, Pignite, Emboar, Timber, Girder, Croncolidor, Throw, Sock, Lilligant, Scraggy, Scrafty, Meanfu, Minincho, I think is how you pronounce that one. Then you got Cobalion, Terrakion, which is a quadruped, by the way. So I mean, I guess he may be able to use double pick. You got Virizion, Keldeo, ordinary form Keldeo, resort form. We got Melota, Chestnut, Pancham, Pangoro, Lucha, Decidueye, Hisuian form, Crabominable, Snuffle, Beware, Passimian, Hakamo'o, Komo'o, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Marsh Edo, Clobbopurse, Grablock, Surfetch, Phalanx, Zamazenta, normal, the hero of many battles, and the Crown Zamazenta. You've got Kubfu, Shurifu, Rapid Strike Shurifu, Sneasler, Quaquafull, whatever the water fully evolved version of the water starter in Scarlet and Violet's name is. Oh, Quaquafull, thank you. You got Palmo, Palmot, Flamingo, Anihamelet, Great Tusk, Slitherwing, Iron Hand, Valiant, and Corvette.
You didn't have to go through all that. That was like a good 3 minutes.
I did have to go through all
91
that.
Pokemon. Wow.
The thing. Yeah, and now we have to put every one of them on screen. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna make you do that. The thing is with the fighting type, like I said, because fighting type is, let me find fighting. Resist. It takes no damage to Rock, Bug, and Dark. Really, the only way the Lions will be able to affect it is if they have a Flying, Psychic, or Fairy type move. Because
Ulton, let's just give them one.
Even though fighting type aren't completely resistant to normal type, they still do normal amount of damage. Fighting type moves are super effective against normal type Pokemon.
Okay. So then what do we give the Lions then? We could possibly take out Quick Attack, but like what do we give it something that would make sense? We can't give it like Psychokinesis.
No, we can't do that. I'm trying to think of Pokemon moves. The thing is, if we're gonna do it this way, we almost need to give them a move from every single type, so they are effective against something. You know what I mean? Realistically, so here's what we'll do: the fighting move that we'll give them will stay double kick. Okay. The flying type move we'll give them will obviously be fly. No, I'm kidding. It'll be. I'm trying to think of flying type move. Maybe gust. They could just like run in a circle really fast and create a gust. I guess you could say. Or like whirlwind, maybe.
Maybe.
That whirlwind might work. Poison. They can have poison fang. I think that's a move.
That is a move. Sure, we could do that.
Ground. They could have earthquake.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I can't think of any
that
other
works?
ground type
Wait,
moves.
is earthquake a ground move or is it a rock? It's a ground move, not a rock move.
Is it rock ground?
Yeah, never mind. No, it's
no, it's not.
earthquake. I believe is a ground move. Oh, is earthquake a ground?
Oh, we don't even have an earth type.
Yeah, you have ground type.
No, we have Oh, yeah, no, we do have ground.
Yeah, it is a earthquake is a ground type move. So yeah, we'll keep that as ground. The rock type.
Isn't there one where you just throw a bunch of rocks at them?
Yeah, it's called rock throw. But I'm trying to think of how would a lion be able to throw rocks. That's the question. How would lions be able to? That's fair. Okay, they can have rock throw. I mean, they could just like I don't know. Yeah, they can have rock throw. Bug type will give them. Bug type moves is so bad. I'm trying to think of like a good bug type move.
Maybe.
Oh no, absorb's grass. Absorb is a grass type move.
What do the bugs
Yes, it is.
have?
I know because grass type's my. I know because grass type is my favorite type of Pokemon, and I will always have absorb on a grass type Pokemon until I can get like Mega Drain or anything or something like that, because it does the same thing.
We can't give them. We can't give them like the string shot.
No, because that would make no sense.
We could give them bug bite.
I guess we could because they can already bite, so just bug bite would make sense. Ghost is the one I think that makes the least sense. Because I'm trying to think of a move that would make sense for a lion that would be a ghost type move. Let's see. Maybe I don't know very many ghost type moves actually. Right now. Because I don't want to give them Poltergeist, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Shadow Bone,
let's see.
Shadow Claw, Shadow Force, Shadow Punch, Shadow Sneak. Bro.
What does Shadow Sneak do?
Let me pull up the link.
Let's see.
Still waiting. Okay. Shadow Sneak. Word up. What?
We could give them Astonish.
Yeah, sure.
Because Astonish, let me see what Astonish inflicts damage and has a 30% chance of causing the target to flinch. So yeah, we could do Astonish. I think works best for that. So we'll do Astonish. After Ghost, we got Steel. We could give them. What's a good Steel type move? Let's see.
We could give them a...
Iron Tail. We could give them Iron Tail.
What does Iron Tail do?
Because they have a tail. Iron Tail inflicts damage and has a 30% chance of lowering the target's defense stat by 1 stage.
Huh.
I'm using because they have a tail, obviously. And I'm trying to. What does that one do? You mean Heavy Slam?
I'm trying to read what it does, but it's just a giant Wikipedia entry, not giving me a straightforward answer.
Heavy Slam deals damage, and its power depends on the weight of both the user and the target. The lighter the target is in comparison to the user, the greater the power. That actually seems kind of overpowered.
So yeah, give it to the Lions.
Is that's a steel type move, not a...
That's steel type,
that is interesting. I would think that would be like a fighting type move.
You think so, but no, it's steel.
Yeah, I think we give that to the Lions.
Based.
Then we got Fire Fang,
yeah.
obviously. Water, they could have Water Fang. No, I'm kidding. It's not a move. Water type moves are weird because they either make sense or they don't make sense.
Let's just give them bubbles.
Right? Yep. Bubbles? Nah, I'm gonna look up water type moves. Give me a second.
Squirtle can do tackle.
Let's see. You want to give them Rain Dance?
Doesn't that just make it rain?
Yes, it does. And it makes all water type moves more powerful, so that wouldn't be really give the Lions.
Yeah, no, Wartortle would just walk in there and clean house. Mega Blastoise? Ooh, those Lions are dead with Rain Dance.
We could go Oxazuka. Oxazuka inflicts damage and has a 50% chance to lower the target's accuracy by 1 stage. Pokemon with the bulletproof ability are immune to Oxazuka. Oxazuka can be used as the second move of a Pokemon with the user gaining 2 bonus appeal points. Oh, that's talking about the card game. Never mind. But yeah, so it can inflict. The only thing is how would it make sense with the lion unless they like. It doesn't matter. It's Pokemon.
True.
Next is grass, and if we want to give grass, we want to give them like absorb.
Do you want to get them absorb?
Do you know what absorb does?
Yeah, it takes a bit of the enemy's HP and restores some of yours.
Well, I think it would be more fair to give them absorb than it would be Mega Drain, or because Mega Drain does the same thing but gives you more more HP back. So if we do, Mega Drain. If I look up all grass moves, I can literally name them just by looking at them. All. You've got absorb that does that.
But isn't Mega Drain like?
Mega Drain does that.
Isn't that like the Gigamax exclusive?
No. It's not. Because I had Mega Drain on a Pokemon before Sword and Shield even came out. There's another one that does it too. I'm trying to find it. You have Ingrain. you put roots down into the user plants roots into the ground, allowing it to restore 1/16 of the maximum HP at the end of every turn. The roots the user firmly in place, preventing it from escaping or switching out. If a rooted Pokemon is holding a big root, the amount of HP restored increases by 30%. So I say we give them Ingrain opposed
absorb?
to
Okay,
to
yeah,
absorb.
I agree.
Then we have electric. The electric type move we could give to them.
Let's just
could
think
be
of
like,
Thunderbolt.
no, Thunderbolt's too overpowered. We could give them like shock.
Wait, that's it. I thought there was another thing you were gonna say after shock.
No, we could just give them shock. Like
They
I believe
just
that's
get
an
a
actual
balloon, rub
move.
it up, and then just like throw it at you.
Yes, sir. Let me see. I want to make sure that is a move before I
That just
say
seems
that's what
like
we're giving them.
a placeholder for like the new electric move they're gonna give.
Oh, I'm thinking of Spark. Shockwave is a move, but I was thinking of Spark. Spark inflicts damage and has a 30% chance of paralyzing the target.
We paralyze Mewtwo, we win.
And then we got Psychic. Psychic's kind of overpowered when it comes to moves.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense to how Lions can have them.
Yeah, so let's not give him a Psychic move at all. Ice, we'll give him Ice Fang.
Okay.
Because there's Fang in the name, so... And Lions have Fangs. Dragon, we can give him... No, there's a... What is it called? I think it's like Dragon Claw, I think is what it's called. Oh. Dragon... I don't remember if that's a move or an item.
Tails. It's almost time for Dragon Tails.
Pokemon moves. I think... Let's see. Yeah, Dragon Claw is an actual move. And because lions have claws, it obviously makes sense. All it does is inflict damage. So yeah, we'll give him Dragon Claw. Fairy, I think we'll skip out as well because just like Psychic, it doesn't make sense. And then Dark,
they have Bite.
They have Bite. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's 15 or 16 rolling out normal type types of moves they can use, right? Now, obviously, I'm going to say this. All the lions defaultly have Quick Attack, Scratch, and Bite. Okay? Defaultly have Quick Attack, Scratch, and Bite. Meaning they can only get one of the other moves that we named. So for example, you won't have a lion that can use Ingrain and Dragon Claw because they can only use one. Have one of the other.
It's a nerf. There's still 10 billion lions.
Oh no, I know that. That's why I'm saying it that way, because I'm trying to nerf the 10 billion lions. Because if the 10 billion lions can use every ability, if they can all use every ability we just named, Pokemon don't stand a chance. But so there's doing that. There's what I said, 16 ones. So 16. Let me pull up my handy dandy calculator really fast. Calculator. 16 divided by 10. That's 10 billion. Wait, what? Yeah, 10 billion is not divided. Wait, what? 0.16? What kind of math is that?
I don't even know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to figure out what the percentage is for each Pokemon to be able to use each ability, right?
There's 16 different abilities.
So, well, that's counting Dark and Normal. If we take away Dark and Normal, because every line can use Bite and all the normal type abilities, there would only be 14. So I'm trying to figure out what percentage of each.
That'd be around 7 million, 70 million.
70 million of Pokemon can use
That's
each type of ability.
Yes, I didn't.
That doesn't seem right, because I don't think you can do 70 million 14 times to get 10 billion, but wait, I could be wrong.
7 million then?
70. Maybe, let me see that. 7 million divided by 14 is 500,000. Wait, what? 500. How is it 500,000? I don't think I did something wrong. Right, give me a second.
And this is why you don't become homeschool kids.
This is 7.
You're
homeschool too. What are you talking about? This is 7 million divided by 14. Wait. Billion. Let me see. Okay. If I have this right, now keep in mind, I'm not good at math, so I could be doing this backwards, right? Let me pull my calculator back up. If I paste if I paste 10 billion into my calculator and I divide it by 14, here's the thing. So 714,285 of each Pokemon will be able to use one of those abilities.
Would you say 700?
714,285 is 10 billion divided by 14, right? So now I'm kind of thinking, how many of each type of Pokemon are there? Like how many fire types are there? How many water types are there? Things like that.
I mean, we already found out that there is 91 fighting types.
I know. That's my thing. Because like, if there's 91 fire types, there's no way there's 90. I mean, fighting types. There's no way there's 91 of every other type. You know what I mean?
Bro,
that just doesn't make
sense. In the Elite Four? Wow, spoilers.
Okay. So for water, there's 75 water type Pokemon. Okay. For normal, there's 74.
How do you come up
grass,
with
there's only
91 fighting inspired Pokemon, but normal is only 70?
Listen. I want you to guess how many grass type Pokemon you think there are. Now this is not counting legendaries. This is not counting legendaries, by the way.
There's grass type
all
legendaries?
of these numbers I'm giving you are not counting legendaries. Yeah.
I just thought about that. What? Wait, which ones?
Yeah. You have oh, what's his name? Looks like a freaking
What?
onion that can time travel. Yes. What's it? Or is that a fairy
Time
type?
traveling onion? Are you talking about Victini?
Oh, grass.
I love Victini.
No. Type. Legendary Pokemon. Yeah, look, you have 5 legendary grass type Pokemon. You have Virizion. You have Shaman.
Oh no, how can I forget Tapu Bulu? Oh no, how can I forget Tapu Bulu?
You have Cortana. And Celebi. That's the one I was thinking. I was like an
Celebi?
onion that can time travel. It's Celebi. Yeah. You don't know Celebi?
Hold up.
Alright, I'll send you a picture.
I definitely know who Celebi is. I can't put a name to it right now. But Onion time traveling Pokemon isn't helping.
This is Celebi, the onion time traveling Pokemon. If it will ever send. Wait, why did it say? Oh wait, why did it send like that? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got this. I got it. Wait, why is it trying to send the? Why won't it send the actual picture? Let me see. You know what? I won't worry about sending it to you. Look up Celebi.
I'm trying to see if I can open it up in the file you gave me. No, I already installed
Oh, I deleted it. The message.
I beat you to it.
Oh, okay.
Celebi.
Interesting.
So there is at least 100 grass type Pokemon. I mean, I'm just gonna guess.
Really?
Why? How many are there?
I think this list I'm going by is going by like the pure water types, pure grass. I don't think it's going by like dual typings. I think it's what it is.
At least 100.
You're gonna say 100? Is that what you said?
What?
Okay. Would you believe me if I told you there's only 48? Yeah,
Wow.
only 48 pure grass type Pokemon.
Huh. Rip Bulbasaur.
Yep. Like, none of the Bulbasaur evolution is even on this list because of the fact he's a dual typing from beginning to end. And like you have Turtwig and Grottle on this list,
fair.
but not their final form because he's a ground grass when he fully evolves.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Which I don't understand why there isn't dual typings, but because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of what I was going for by looking this up. But Psychic type Pokemon, there's 43. Fire type Pokemon, there's only
Wait,
what? There's less pure fire type Pokemon than there is grass.
Well, I guess it makes sense because a lot of them are.
Yeah, there's only 39 pure fire type Pokemon. Yeah, that's fair. There's 37 pure electric type. There's 32 pure fighting type. So we looked up earlier with all the pure fighting type and the dual threat, the dual
32,
type
so there was
fighting
like
types. 32.
Yeah, wow.
There was 60 dual typing fighting types in that list.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, now we get into some of the dual typings, right? There is 27 normal flying types. Okay. There is 26 pure bug type. There is 23 pure fairy, 22 pure ice, 19 pure grass types. There's 19 pure rock types, 19 pure ghost types, 18 pure poison types. There's 17 pure dark, 14 bug flying types. There's 14 grass poison, 15
Bless
you. Dang it. There's 15 pure dragon type. There's 14 pure steel type, 12 bug poison, 11 water rock, 9 ground rock, 9 water ground.
There's a lot.
9. I'm not gonna list all of these. That's gonna take way too long. Anyway, I was listing them to like try to like divide them up, being like, oh well, this 714,285 lions that can use each of these one types. Let's put the Pokemon that's super effective against that one type only against those 700,000. But then I remembered that they're all normal type Pokemon anyway, so that wouldn't matter. So I literally just read all these typings for no reason, because it wouldn't have done anything. So yeah.
Realistically speaking, 10 billion lions is a lot of lions.
Realistically,
10 billion lions is a lot of lions.
Realistically, do these Pokemon have a trainer, or are they just fighting willy-nilly?
I think they're fighting willy-nilly, because I don't think there is a trainer that can keep track of every single one of the Pokemons.
Okay. So if they're fighting willy-nilly, then are we going to say that PP is out of the window? They don't need PP to fight, because then there'll be no way to make sure that they get that, right? Because there'll be nobody to give them ether and stuff like that.
And it takes a few rounds, but you finally catch it. When you bring it back out to battle, the PP that they used before being caught is still gone.
Okay, that's fair. See, I am now 100% thinking that there's no way that these Pokemon win. The only problem is, like, I want the episode to get to an hour, and we're only at 50 minutes. Pokemon might win.
10 billion lions versus Arceus.
Pokemon. I don't know, because I feel like there's a lot of loopholes you would have to go through. Like, because Arceus is the god of the Pokemon world.
What?
And in the Pokemon world, lions don't exist, because animals themselves don't exist, because Pokemon take place of the animals. Which really, when you look at it, means you're forcing your animals to fight each other, which could be considered animal abuse.
In Pokemon Episode 3, I know we're going by anime logic, but when Misty saw the Caterpie, she was like, ew, it's a bug, and then Ash was like, no, that's a Pokemon. So does that confirm that there's a separation between them?
I think that was less of a, oh, we have bugs and we have bug type Pokemon, and more of they consider all bug type Pokemon as bugs, but Ash is just an idiot in the first show and doesn't realize that they're one and the same. I think is what it's.
Yeah,
that was the
I looked
attempt
too
of
deep into
making a
these
joke,
jokes.
and it just didn't land well. Like I feel like there's a possibility they have normal animals in Pokemon, but considering how many Pokemon look and are based off of animals that we have already, makes me think they don't, right? And so I'm like, because like there was even an episode in the Sun and Moon anime where they had a carriage and it was being pulled by toros. It wasn't being pulled by horses, right? Which would assume that like Tauros is the dominant like horse, like even though it's based off of a bull, it's like the dominant like
so
Pokemon they used to do everything they would do for, like they would use horses for.
I think it's an advertisement or it's like a celebration. I don't know when this came out, but it's a Japanese magazine. I'm gonna send you a picture. So I can copy the image. Tell me what you think of this. Or I guess I should put in pics for vids. It's sending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can put it on screen. Also.
Look at the bottom right.
Yep. So what is this?
Yeah, there's a dog there.
You talking about that dog?
But look at the ears.
That's obviously a small Persian. What are you talking about?
Also, rest in peace, chubby Pikachu.
So here's what I'm going to say about this picture, right? This picture is obviously the animation style and outfits and everything they wore in the very first show. I'm going to say that the idea they had in the first show, you know, being Indigo League and all that, which would go along with like the whole line instead of, oh, it's a bug, and actually like, no, it's a Pokemon. I'm going to say that my original idea was Pokemon and animals live as one within the same world, right? I'm going to say now that's not the case, and that they completely got rid of that thinking, and that Pokemon or Pokemon's universe's version of animals. Which, so I think this dog being here is less of a confirmation that that animals and Pokemon live in the same universe, and more of a, they put it there because at the time this picture was made would be the time that the first show was airing, which would be like, oh yes, they do, but we are never going to show them to you because why? Like why would we need you type of thing?
But.
So, that's what I'm going to say.
Would make this costume without cows?
Well, once again, they have Milk Tank.
Milk Tank right? Doesn't have nose rings.
Let me look up a picture of Milk Tank.
Yeah. No. True.
Or he and Milk Tank doesn't have spots either. He's also very pink. However, with that picture, I think we could say once again that was a picture done during the very first show. I have no proof of this or anything.
Around that time.
Yeah, it was episode 3. So it very well could be, like I said, they were like, oh, we're gonna make animals and everything because of that, and not realizing, and then before they actually decided just to get rid of the whole animal argument. I'm going to say, for the sake of this debate, animals do not live in the same universe as Pokemon, right? Which is why we would have to, which is why we had to give lions a typing anyway and say what kind of moves they could use. Because if they lived in the in like the Pokemon world, I feel like they would already have some kind of typing and everything. Now, with this, can lions evolve, or is it just strictly lions?
A
I
bobcat.
don't know, man. Um,
It just
a mountain lion, I
completely
guess. I don't
changes
know.
species. It turns into an orangutan.
Bobby.
A
Turns
crime-fighting
into
turtle.
turns into a turtle. And a orangutan. Oh my god. Um,
There has to be one.
you know, I want them to make a platypus Pokemon.
None?
There
We got a
isn't. I
lot
don't
of
believe there
lion
is one.
Pokemon.
I don't believe so. We do have a lot of lion
But they're
Pokemon.
fire type.
Now,
Yeah, because they have fur. It was
yeah, which
burned
to
to
me
fur.
makes sense, but also doesn't at the same time.
Did you know that if a Charmander's fire on its tail goes out, it dies?
Exactly.
Did you know Cubone's mother's dead?
It dies. Yep.
Have you watched Pokemon Origins?
Yep.
That is such a good anime. Which makes me really think because at the end,
Maybe.
it's like a remake of of the video games, the first video games, like Red and Blue, but they implement some of the things that we see now, like there's a Mega Charizard,
Yeah.
and it's doing like a giant showdown with Mewtwo at the very end, which I think is really cool. But and the Charizard won, if I remember correctly, so if a Charizard can beat a Mewtwo, and a Mewtwo is supposed to be like on god level strength. Who's this?
Wait. Hold on
A
a second.
Mega
Hold on a second.
Charizard.
A Charizard
beat a
didn't.
Mewtwo. You're
A
right,
Charizard
you're
didn't
right.
beat a Mewtwo. A Mega Charizard beat a Mewtwo. It's different.
If
Oh,
they don't
that's
have a
that's another
trainer,
question. Are
they
we
can't
allowing
have
Pokemon to
somebody
Mega Evolve,
who can
Gigantamax, stuff like that, or
do
no?
that. Because in all the games, whenever you do that, it's like a combined thing with you and your
Okay.
Pokemon.
Well,
In all the games, whenever you do that, it's like a combined thing
see,
with you and your Pokemon.
that is true. However, if you played Pokemon Sword and Shield,
Are those
you have
canon,
the Dino,
though?
you have the raid battles, which are wild Pokemon who are Dynamaxed.
Are those canon, though?
I think so because in the Pokemon, it was either Pokemon Journeys or Pokemon Master Journeys, one or the other. They had gone to Galar, and there were
Well, that's not the Pokemon
spikes of
doing it,
energy
then.
that would
It's
hit
like
wild Pokemon and Dynamax them.
a Daredevil thing. Well, that's not the Pokemon doing it, then. It's like
It's the energy, yeah. Well, it's the energy, obviously, but like, are we going to say that like they can? That like we're fighting on a battlefield that's like on top of that energy, so some of
I
them
was
can
thinking
Dynamax
more
and other
so,
ones
like,
can't, or no, it's just normal
just
Pokemon.
there.
I feel like
So like just there.
I feel like normal. I feel like we should do normal Pokemon because if we say they can Dynamax, we'd have to say the Lions can Dynamax as well. And I don't.
Max
And I
Drain.
don't feel like going back through the moves list trying to find moves for the Dynamax version of
Yeah,
the Lions.
they say the way they are. That's
So, so we'll just say they stay the way they are.
fair. Yeah, they say the way they are.
It's fair.
So Pokeballs.
Yes, sir.
You know how Pokeballs have like
Pokeballs. What about them?
they could like encapsulate the Pokemon into the like in the anime, like when like the Pokemon goes into the Pokeball, it's like they turn into like a red light. Does that mean they're like not of this world?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
they-
Yes.
They can transform into a red light. Like I'm just asking because like
Bro, I have no
if they
clue.
are not from this world, which is
I have no clue.
confirmed in some parts with black and white, or no, Omega, no, Sun and Moon 2. Ultra. Yes, some of them were like aliens from another dimension.
Yes. Ultra Sun and Moon.
But like obviously not all Pokemon, only like a very few. Which could possibly mean that there are animals inside of the Pokemon world. Just to go back around to this.
I feel like like that is a topic for another time.
Okay, who do you think would win though?
And
10 billion lions?
Feel like really
Pokemon?
getting into that at the moment.
Okay, who do you think would win though? 10 billion lions versus every single Pokemon?
After talking about it with you, probably 10 billion lions. Honestly, I don't see any way that Pokemon would win. Which means that for debate topics, you are 2-0.
Which is kind of crazy, yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
It's very crazy.
It's very crazy.
Peanut butter baby crazy. You ever seen the vine of there's like a baby covered in peanut butter and it goes ah.
Oh. Does it feel good? Ah.
No, I gotta send it to you later.
Nope. Anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Most Best Podcast. It was a bit of a shorter one today. I thought this was gonna go longer. I thought the topic was gonna be more in depth, but realistically, it wasn't. So I know you guys enjoyed this episode because how could you not? Be sure you guys comment, like and subscribe. Well, like obviously, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Watch more than 4 minutes of the video, please.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, I'm calling out all of our viewers. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, they'll never see this.
And well, it doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna watch more than 4 minutes, so they're not gonna get to this part. and
the orangutan backflip.
We'll see you guys for the next one. You guys have the most best day.